Hi everyone, it's Jack from Jack's English, and today we're getting back into grammar, particularly past continuous. Now, you've probably heard of this grammar before, and there are so many uses that we can learn from past continuous, but today we're just going to focus on one. We're going to learn how to express unexpected events or accidents using the past continuous. So, I'm going to tell you about my accident. We're going to do some examples together and learn why we use this grammar, and then hopefully by the end of the video you'll be able to use it too. So that's enough introduction for this video. Let's get started. So before we start learning the past continuous, let's start by hearing my story, and hopefully you can understand the meaning from context. So here goes. I was walking home from work yesterday when I suddenly twisted my ankle and fell over. It was so painful, so I sat on the pavement and held my ankle for 10 minutes. Finally, I stood up and limped home. And I told my parents, and they took me to hospital and I got it treated. So that's my story. The past continuous was in the first sentence. Did you hear it? Now, let's take a look at what that means, and we'll take a look at some examples as well. So let's look at my first sentence of the story I just told you. Here it is here. I was walking home from work yesterday when I suddenly twisted my ankle and fell over. So let's look at how we've used past continuous. I want you to look at two very important things in this sentence. Number one is, of course, the past continuous action. I was walking. And the other thing I want you to focus on is this action here in the past simple, twisted. Now, this action here shows that walking was on purpose. I wanted to walk home, so I was walking. That's on purpose. The next part shows that an action happened unexpectedly, so it was probably an accident, and that interrupted my purposeful action. So one more time, we've got an action we're doing on purpose, and then bang, this action interrupts us. So I was walking home on purpose and then I twisted my ankle. That was an accident and unexpected, and it interrupted the action, so I can no longer continue walking. So I've represented this on this diagram. Here you can see I was walking home. So I was walking, and bang, this X represents twisted. I twisted my ankle, totally unexpected. So hopefully you can understand why we use the past continuous in this particular use. Now let's look at it in some common examples. Okay, here are my examples. When we look at these examples, let's look for two things that I mentioned before. We're looking for an action we're doing on purpose, purposeful action, and then an interrupting action that is probably an accident, and it interrupts the first action. So let's look. I was doing my homework when I spilt my coffee everywhere. Now we can see here, doing my homework, that's on purpose, that's my normal life action, and then spilt my coffee is the accident that interrupted. Number two, I was having a picnic and it suddenly started raining. Again, we have here, I was having a picnic, that's on purpose, and then started raining is totally unexpected and interrupted having a picnic. Finally, she was coming home from school when she saw a car crash. Again, was coming home is on purpose, and then she saw a car crash. It's unexpected. She didn't see the car crash on purpose. It just suddenly happened in front of her. So you're probably wondering why I've highlighted when and when. That's because these are the two conjunctions you can use with this structure. Don't try another conjunction like while or but or so. We need to either use when or and when we're showing that there is a purposeful action and an interrupting one, which is probably an accident. Okay, so these are my three examples. Hopefully you can make some examples of your own. Now let's go and summarize this lesson. A difficult class today, I think. So let's just summarize and put it all together. Today we learnt the past continuous, but particularly we learnt one use of past continuous, which is unexpected actions or accidents. In order to show that something is an unexpected accident, you need two things, two parts of the sentence. You need to have a purposeful action, the action you were doing in your life anyway. This is using past continuous. I was walking, I was studying, etc. You also need to show on the other part of the sentence that there is an interrupting action, and this must use the past simple. A tree fell down, I spilt my coffee, etc. So there's these two parts of the sentence to show that it's unexpected and it's an accident, and you connect these two parts with and or when. Those are the conjunctions you can use. So that's today's grammar. I hope you can understand this, and I hope you ask me any questions, or perhaps you can try your own examples below and I'll check them for you. So I'll be back very soon with more Sherlock and About Time. I hope you have a great day today, and see you soon. Goodbye.